Timer's ticking. Last chance to hit those likes. Let's get the party started. Yo! Oh! Happy Thanksgiving. It's Thanksgiving Eve. Happy Thanksgiving Eve, guys. Jordan gobble like a turkey. I don't know how to goggle like a turkey. Anyways, let's jump on in. Let's jump on in. It's day 2 of the Santa Claus hat. As always, we're not taking off the Santa Claus hat. Like we said, guys, we're not taking off the Santa Claus hat until Bitcoin makes a new low. Could have been today, could be tomorrow, could be, I don't know, could be in 2026. Who knows? So, day 2 of Santa Claus hat. When take off Santa Claus hat? That's the question. Let me know in the chat when you guys think that Jordan's going to take off the Santa Claus hat. I've been wearing this all last night, all today. I went to the gym with this thing on, okay? I'm dead serious. I went to the gym with this thing on. Everyone was looking at me going, what the hell is wrong with that guy, man? Why is he wearing a Santa Claus hat? And I said, it's not a Santa Claus hat, bitch. It's
rant alert.
An elf hat. All right? So take the elf hat and shove it up your... anyways, what's going on, everybody? I tried to do a turkey gobble, and that's just not going to go... I tried my best, but, you know, a turkey gobble doesn't seem very genuine because it's not Thanksgiving yet, right? It's pre-Thanksgiving, as we always know. 2 hours and 20 minutes, said Keith. 2 hours and 20 minutes until that time. All right, so it's pre-Thanksgiving, guys. It's pre-Thanksgiving, so I hope you guys are all doing something fun for Thanksgiving tomorrow. You guys are doing something fun for Thanksgiving weekend. I had my Thanksgiving weekend this last weekend, and it was a hell of a time. You guys say Jordan's having 4 days for Thanksgiving. Only Jordan's Thanksgiving is 4 days. We know how that works. You can leave your hat on. Let's see. Jordan got a hair transplant. Listen, Hamilton. There's the hair. Oh no, I can't take it off. We gotta keep this on until we make a new low. There we go. There we go. We're good. Bro, that sounds like my wife. Anyways, it's 11:23, not 11:24 yet. What's Bitcoin doing? Bitcoin getting a nice move up today. Ethereum getting a nice move up today. Litecoin continuing to crush it back to the upside. A couple altcoins having pretty good days today. So that's pretty exciting. Now, have we really gone anywhere? No, right? We haven't really gotten anywhere. But I think the big news that came out, not the big news that came out today, but everyone was waiting for the FOMC minutes today, okay? Not the the FOMC minutes, okay? The FOMC minutes. Why don't they call it the seconds or the hours or the days or the weeks? Why do they call it the minutes? Sounds dumb. If you're going to be honest, that shit's so long. It doesn't take a couple minutes to read that. It takes like an hour. Oh, Christ, who came up with that name? Freaking Jerome? Jerome the Gnome? Christ, man. Done with Jerome the Gnome. He's an idiot. Doesn't know anything about Fed policy. I know better. Stop rate hikes. Pump Shiba. But I think everyone was kind of waiting for the Fed minutes today. We did get, I don't want no Black Friday early access to CNBC. Get the hell out of here, man. CNBC, my ass. No, we got over here. So we got the Fed officials say smaller rate hikes coming soon. Now, soon is subjective. Does soon mean December? Does soon mean February? Does soon mean June? Who knows what soon means? And I would take this with a grain of salt. Not even a grain of salt. I probably would take it with a grain of pepper, if that's even worse than a grain of salt. But Fed, smaller rate hikes coming soon. Everyone's kind of waiting on this 50 basis point rate hike for December. That's kind of, I would say that's sort of priced in at this point. I think, everyone's hoping for that 50 in December, and then we kind of get that maybe 25 in February or something along those lines. But this was the big news today. You saw Bitcoin, right after that came out, you saw Bitcoin get a little bit of a move up from like 16,100 up to like 16,700. But, here we are, kind of right at that same place, right for the stream, which I like. I like a lot. I like a lot. I like a lot. Raul, so why are you bearish? Crypto's running into the 5-4 Bears defense, going to go down. Oh, man, we talk about the 5-4 Bears defense with Brian Urlacher, or are we talking of the early days Chicago Bears defense? Which one are we talking about? B-Money said, I'm feeling bully. I would say right now, I do lean a little bit more on still, I think there's more upside here in the short term, my friends. We talked about yesterday when we were sitting down here, we were sort of saying, okay, I know we broke down and I know things look a little bit shady again, but I still do think they bring it to the upside before they smack it back down. Now, so far, so good. Are we out of the woods? Absolutely not. We ain't even close to out of the woods. Nope. Okay, Job is waiting up here with this sell order up here at 17,500, waiting to short that shit. Yeah, I'm waiting to short. You guys are going to get your little Thanksgiving rally, and then guess what? It's going to get wrecked. I'm going to send that shit right back to 14K. All right, guys? And, if you want to be my friend, short with me, okay? I deserve it. I've been right the whole year, and I owe it to you guys to give you more not financial advice, but I've been shorting this whole market. I've been correct all year, okay? Follow my advice. All right, I'll see you later. I'm going to go put my short orders in. See you guys. Job is waiting for that move up. But anyways, I still do think that we see a little bit higher upside here in the short term before we get smacked back down. Right now, we're sort of just chilling at a interesting point. Like if you go to the daily chart here, you guys will notice the point where Bitcoin wicked up to earlier today, which was about 16,700. Bitcoin's been struggling with that level, man. For the past week, Bitcoin has been struggle busting that level. Like it's been a huge struggle bust. Right? If you look at these past couple times, 1, 2, 3, 4, or really since Thursday last week, we couldn't close above it there. We got a wick, we couldn't close, right? Friday, got a wick, we couldn't close. Saturday, sorry, I said Friday twice. I guess that's why it's Thanksgiving. Friday, Little wick above, we closed below, and then obviously the next day we came back down. So far today, we wicked up to 16,700, but we cannot just not break it at this point, my fellas. Okay, we cannot break it. And yes, I want some pizza. And if we break it, I will get some pizza. But if we don't break it, I will get ramen noodles because it's a bear market. I will get ramen noodles. No, but 16,700 seems like a tough freaking cookie for Bitcoin to be able to get back above. And a pretty big resistance on the daily. If we're able to get back above that, 16,700, obviously there's 17K, which is also a tough level. So we have a lot of tough levels to get back above at the moment. Let me see what you guys are saying in the chat. Jordan, is that a filter? No, this is a real hat, man. This is a real hat. If you guys are just joining today, I will not take this hat off until Bitcoin makes a new low. Okay? I will not take this hat off until Bitcoin makes a new low. And hopefully, it could be a Santa Claus rally. But, who knows at this point, man. You still got all the FTX shiza going down. You still got Sam Bankman-Fried chilling in the Bahamas like this. Ah, yeah, the Bahamas are nice, man. Man, it's so warm over here. Look at Jordan over there in New York. It's cold as shit. It's like 30 degrees out right now. Cold as shit. Oh, man, it's nice to be in the Bahamas. Oh, man, it's nice to be a billionaire and have no responsibilities, isn't it? Oh, man. You guys just want to smack him in the face. You guys see that guy's face and smack him in the face? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Me too. Me too. Let me see. Mike, I got you, buddy. Horse guy's been out of the market. Horse guy's bored right now. All right, what are we looking for in the short-term time frames? Let's zoom in just a tad, right? Just a little bit. You look like a Christmas Smurf, man. Hey, that's cool. I'm cool. If you guys want to make fun of me, be a Christmas Smurf, that's cool. I've been made fun of probably 50 to 1,000 times, somewhere in that range, between 50 and 1,000. I've probably been made fun of that many times since I've been started streaming. I've done some crazy shit on here that we don't even want to talk about at this point, all right? Some of you guys just forget because you're scarred for life at some of the things we did on the stream, all right? But what are we looking at for short-term price action, all right? So let's zoom in just a tad, just a little bit. You can see that Bitcoin right now, as it stands, if we do close this 4-hour candle somewhere in the region we're at right now, and not any higher, it doesn't look like we're going to form that 4-hour bearish div, which I don't want to form that. I do not want to form 4-hour bearish divergence at this level here. Seeing it as that $16,700 level is a huge resistance on the daily time frame. Where we sort of get that higher high in price action and we get that lower high on the RSI. As it stands right now, as long as we don't get a little pump here in the next 20 minutes, as long as we get a little bit of sideways action in the next 20 minutes. So, for all the Vikings out there, for this next 4-hour candle, I know it hurts. I know it hurts to be a bull and not want it to pump. But here's the thing. Let's let this settle in for the next 4-hour candle. Sit, close here, and then we can do some shit on the next 4-hour candle. We got a deal? All right, so if we close where we are now, that looks fine to me at the current moment. The 1-hour time frame, you already did have kind of that bearish div. I already guess that you could argue this is the pullback, but the 1-hour doesn't look too shabby right now, right? The 1-hour looks like, you dip in, you're making a higher low, coming back up, right? Making a higher low, and you're kind of just making these higher lows at the moment, which the 1-hour looks fine, right? I don't think there's anything wrong with the 1-hour time frame. I'm just watching this 4-hour time frame like a hawk, like a gazelle out there on sort of the African safari. I'm sort of sitting, I'm one of those lions that's sitting in the grass waiting for, one of the dumb tourists to get out of that car, and I attack. And if you guys haven't seen that movie with the lions, where the family goes on the African safari, and it's the dad and the 2 kids, and I guess their uncle, or something like that, and they're sort of trapped in the car, and the lions try to get them. I will say this: it's probably not what you think. In my opinion, that movie was horrible. Okay, take it for what it is. That movie was horrible. Let me see. No, Lion King. I haven't seen the new Lion King, the one that's like animated, not the one that's animated, the one that's like more real life. I did want to see that at some point because I like little kids movies, you know. I mean, you guys can clearly tell I'm wearing a Santa Claus hat. I probably like semi you know, point of kids movies here, you know. Beast, yeah, Beast. No. Hold on. Yeah, you don't want to see that. You don't want to see that. Jordan, did you study psychology?
Nope.
But you could argue that I know more about psychology than most people do because I watch a shit ton of YouTube videos about psychology. So I watch podcasts about that stuff. That's what I do when I'm at the gym, guys. When I'm at the gym, Clint, you're killing me today. He said, you're not a lion. You're more like a small dingo. Just being honest. Clint, I appreciate your honesty, man. Listen, I'm a lion to myself. If I'm not a lion to you, I apologize. All right, Bitcoin's trying to make a move here. Come on, BTC. Smack them where it hurts. Smack them where it hurts, man. Now, listen, in the short term, like I said, a small time frame, I'm still looking at this to go higher. I still think Bitcoin will break this. The levels I'm looking for, honestly, to the upside, from here on out, 17K, right? Big resistance looking up, right? This will be a point where a lot of people short. A lot of people are going to short at 17K. Why? Just look up. Look how many times Bitcoin couldn't get back above 17K, right? Once, twice, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times. It reminds me of the support when we were at like 18K and we couldn't break through it. That's kind of that resistance there, okay? So a lot of people are probably going to go short here at 17K. Most likely that's going to be a tough level to break there. If we can get to that level. And obviously if that breaks, if 17K breaks, I think you'll see a quick move up to 17,500. All right. This is like the ultra short term as far as like the next couple of days possibly. So that's what I'm looking for here in the short term. And does that really change the bigger picture? I mean, not really. I think, you know, the same thing is kind of being said. Okay. I know everyone's going to look at this pump and sort of look at it and kind of go like this. Ooh, look at Bitcoin. It is pumping right now. The bottom must be in. Ooh, I think this is the bottom. You know why? Because no one else thinks this is the bottom. Everyone thinks we're going to 14K. Or the bottom was already in at 17.5. No one thinks the bottom is in now. I am going all in with my fiat. Okay. Guys, we'll see how this works for me, okay? Meanwhile, after Christmas... Dump it. Ooh, what the hell? Why are we dumping? We were supposed to get a Santa Claus rally. I wished I sat on Santa Claus's lap and I asked for a rally. And we are dumping. This is manipulation by Santa Claus. Santa Claus is supposed to give me what I want. Screw Santa. Santa sucks. Santa, you're a fat bitch. All right, let's get rid of. Let's get rid of. We've had enough of that. All right, here comes BTC. Here comes little BTC. Right. Let's go back up to the 1 hour time frame. Man, I was hoping that big. Here's what we're gonna hope for here on the short term time frame, guys. Let's zoom in a little bit. For the 4 hour close, as Bitcoin tries to make a move up here, 16,655 on the current candle here. All right, what we got to hope for here is Bitcoin doesn't make this bearish div on the 4 hour time frame. We're flirting with it right now, but we do have a higher high on the 4 hour, and we have a higher high on the 4 hour RSI at the current moment. So let's see if Bitcoin can nullify that. It needs to close, you know, kind of where we're at now. We're a little bit higher here, but here we go. Let's see if we can get that move up to 16,960. If you guys didn't see, the DXY got shupu today.
Everybody panic, we're going to zero.
The DXY got shupu. You know, so do I know what shupu means? I have no idea what shupu means, guys. I'm going to be honest with you. What does shupu mean? Bro, shupu can mean anything, but it got shupu today. But we'll talk about that in a coming minute. So 17K is where we're looking for Bitcoin to come up to next, if it can kind of nullify this little 4 hour divergence. But we'll watch it. We got 13 minutes until the close. We will update that when this 13 minutes is over, my fellow elves. You guys want to be elves with me? Guys, raise your hand in the chat. If you want to be an elf with me, raise your hand in the chat, because we can be all elves here. if you want. Let's go to the daily time frame. Anything change? Well, for the daily, like I said, 16,700. We close a daily above that level. That's going to be juicy, in my opinion. Juicy. Why? Because the last 3 times we tried to break that, we couldn't do it, man. We kept hitting our head. We kept hitting our head, hitting our head, hitting our head. And then we dumped. And now we're back, coming back up to test it. 16,700. We are $60 below that at the current moment. But would I be surprised if we close right at that level? No. Meow Mix said no. Meow Mix, come on, man. You've been watching this channel forever. You don't want to be an elf with me? Hamilton wants to be an elf. Wayne doesn't want to be an elf with me? Come on, dude. How do you not want to be an elf with me? I'm such a cute elf. No, but you know, you can see how many times we close right at that level. So that's such a big level. To me, it's really the same stuff, guys. I know as Bitcoin comes up here, okay? I know everyone's going to get super excited, but a lot of it is the same stuff we've been watching for, okay? Now, so far, so good on this small short-term time frame move, right? We were looking for, if Bitcoin was going to be bullish, right? At least in this, like maybe in the next couple days or something like that, we were looking for the deviation. So the low, the deviation, and the break back in. So we got that, right? We got that. We got the deviation. We got the break back in. We had bullish divergence, right? We had higher lows on the daily RSI, lower lows in price action. Was it also another reason to get a move up there? But that's besides the point at this point. That's already happened. What are we looking for now? Well, at this point, I think we got to realize where we still are, okay? And a lot of people, I see 2 camps of people, okay? 2 camps of people. I see one that's Mike. Jordan, you're spitting friggin' nonsense right now. Nothing matters, okay? We are going to see that massive stock market capitulation in like 2 months in Q1 of 2023. We're doomed. It doesn't matter what Bitcoin's doing right now. We're going to get crushed. The stock market's doomed. Bitcoin's doomed. The DXY's going to the moon, baby. All right? Let it rung. Let it ring, baby. Santa Claus rally for the DXY. That's what I'm talking about. Freaking imbeciles. Bunch of 20-year-olds don't know anything about economy. Nothing. I know everything. And then you got the other side of the token, right? We rewind, and you got the other side of the token that's like, strap up, guys. Strap up. Santa Claus rally. This was a deviation low. Right? So you got 2 camps. Most people are in camp number 1, and I fully understand that. Here's what I'll say about this. Doomers rise up. I love my doomers, man. You gotta love the doomers. You gotta love the doomers. At this point, like 60% of people here are doomers at this point. Okay? Here's the deal. Here's the deal. Okay? I'm going to continue to say the same thing, and I don't want to sound like a doomer too, okay? I don't want to sound like a doomer, but I can't get excited. I can't pull myself to get excited here, guys, until Bitcoin breaks the previous lows, okay? And that's still the setup that I want to see, okay? Anything below 19K for me, okay? And if you're trading, awesome. Right? I think there's some good opportunities that have come and they're still arisen. Anything below this support, anything below here, anything in this region here is noise, in my opinion. The only way that I can get excited for Bitcoin, the only way that I can say, wow, look at this move up for Bitcoin. Bitcoin might actually have some legs here. The only way I can get my balls a little bit tingly, right? I want to kick some bears in the nuts. And it could happen before that. You know me. Sometimes I get ahead of myself. We got to get back above that 19K level, man. Anything below that, I want you guys to stress some caution here. Okay? Stress some caution. Anywhere below 19K, don't get too up. If Bitcoin starts coming back up even more, which we'll see, but if it does, don't be that guy who's going to FOMO into another rally. When you could have bought the lows again down here, we had 3 chances again down here. That FOMO's into the rally. Okay? As always, who knows what Bitcoin does, but anything below this level, I don't even know what this is. This is too much drawings going on here. Anything below here is noise. Noise. Okay? Let's see. I need a 20-year-old. Keith said I need a 20-year-old blonde with big tits. With big tits. Big tits. You know what a popular question is, guys? Let me ask you guys in the chat. And ladies, you can answer too. I know some of you ladies like man tits. Guys in the chat, do you like tits or ass better? Let me know.
Rant alert.
Ladies, you can answer too. I know some of you guys like the dad bod nowadays, and that's cool. That is absolutely cool if you do. I think that's kind of untrue. I think that's just a narrative that's been passed around, so people are more comfortable in dad bods. But that's just me. But. Let me know in the chat. We're not doing a poll for that because YouTube's gonna come in and say tits or ass. I'm not doing that. You could say face too. I mean, yeah, you could say face too. You could say face. Let me know. Because I think the consensus on this has switched very fast over the last 10 years, I would say. Mouth. Both all day. Right, when everyone gets bullish again, the bears will show. True. So I'm just trying to be honest here, guys. Anything below this level, just be careful. Listen, I want Bitcoin to move. I want Bitcoin to go nuts to the upside. Becker, yeah, I did see that. I didn't watch the video, but I saw the thumbnail. Becker, listen, Becker, who knows, man? No one actually knows. I'll watch the video and I'll give my thoughts and comments on it tomorrow. Okay, we got a deal. But anyways, I mean that's besides the point at this current moment. I think when you look at the price action down here, for the current moment, right? You had bullish divergence. I think right now you can see that Bitcoin is trying to build. It could be a meme at this point, but a little bit of a strong base at this point. It could be a little bit of a meme. I don't know. But you got one hit to the lows, two hit to the lows, three hit to the lows. And now you're trying to come up, and really you got the neckline, which is right here at like 17,161. But you got this little kind of triple bottom action coming in here. I do think this is a strong base for now, okay? And I would say, like we said, with the FOMC minutes, there was some dovish signs in the FOMC minutes, and I was watching a few things today, some stock market people and stuff like that, and a lot of them thought that the FOMC minutes was actually, it was still neutral, but there was some more dovish things that they haven't been saying in that. So could we see the stock market continue to rally up until the FOMC meeting or the CPI print? Yeah, I don't think that's terribly unreasonable. The big question is what happens when we get to those points that we got to wait for, you know? But there's some interesting things that came out of that, right? Some interesting wording that they haven't used up until now. Like I said, soon, right? See smaller rate hikes coming soon. Soon can mean anything. That could mean December. That could mean February. That could mean June. That could mean 2025, right? What does soon mean? That's it doesn't help us. But, you know, I guess that's better than just saying we're going to continue to raise rates. We're going to continue to wreck everyone, right? That's better than that, I guess. Let me see. Let me see, you guys are saying in here. We're building a strong base. But yeah, that's what we got on the daily. Let's real quick go on some other time frames here, because there's some interesting other time frames here. If we could go to like the 3-day, look at some momentum indicators here. All right, the 3 days is trying to come back up and pop back above. And you can see this 3-day candle. Man, listen, we're getting the 3-day close today, right? So the 3-day candle opened on Monday. We're gonna go to that. We're gonna go to the altcoins in just a second, guys. There's a couple more things in the short term of Bitcoin, and then we'll jump into some altcoins. But the 3-day candle on Bitcoin is looking pretty good, right? Giant wick on the bottom side. It got bought right back up, and you're gonna form a pretty nice candle body here in the next 3 minutes. I would have liked to close above 16,700, which was basically the previous high there. That would have been way nicer, but I mean, I can't hate it. One will say there's a giant wick. We have to come and take the wick. You probably will at some point, right? But, you know, the buy pressure that came in there in that 3-day candle, not too bad. You got momentum starting to come back up too, right? So this is looking to come back up and possibly flip over the course of the next, 1 to 2 candles possibly, as long as we can continue momentum. So the 3 doesn't look bad. I still look up, and I know a lot of people will disagree and think we're just going straight to zero and the market moves in a straight line. I still look up and I see this vector candle here in the 3-day, and I see this vector candle here in the 3-day, which tells me there's a shitload of liquidity up here, man. You know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of people who went short here that the market can come back up and take over the course of the next couple of weeks. I know that sounds crazy, and to be honest, do I see 19K breaking? I don't know. I don't think that's the most likely outcome, but I still see these up here and don't see why they don't go something like that. Okay, so my thoughts still stand. It is what it is, and we'll see where we end up. Now, what everyone's here for. Let's get the Cowboys rolling on Litecoin. Let's go check out Litecoin, man. Because everyone's here for Litecoin. No one's here for the Bitcoin, TA. So let's get the Cowboys rolling on Litecoin here. What do we got? What do we got on Litecoin? Let's go back over here. So Litecoin. Oh, man. Look at what Litecoin did today. Let's take off Woody. Okay, let's take off Woody. He's a little weird. He's just a little weird. Sol's off 15%. I got you on Sol too, Mike, right after this. So Litecoin, you wicked right up to that 83, 89 level, man. Right? And we actually marked that yesterday, which is pretty awesome, which was basically the next local high wick up here from February of 2020. So you came up and you wicked right off that and got an initial rejection. You're still up 12% on the day today. So I got to get a little pumpy and puppy for Litecoin, man. It's the only one that you can probably play the pump song at this point, but here we go. Here we go. Litecoin's giving you a Woody. Litecoin's giving you one of these, huh? Giving you one of these. Hold up. Where is he? Where is he? Where's the pickle? There he is. Litecoin's giving you one of these, huh? A nice green pickle to the upside. Let me take this off because you guys are like, Jordan, I can't take you seriously with a pickle on your face. Not like you can do it with a Santa Claus on my head on my hat, but that's okay. All right. It's a daily close, by the way. It's a daily close. And guys, after these, we'll get a few alts, but I want to show you guys why a big level is coming for the stock markets, man. It's something that we talked about, I think, a couple days ago. But a huge level is coming. It's not for Bitcoin. So we'll look at it in a second here. But Litecoin, awesome day. You wicked up to 83.89. Right, you got a little bit. You still got bearish divergence here, right? You had bearish divergence yesterday, and Litecoin didn't give two shits and pumped again. So that's a big level for Litecoin. There's still some levels up here that I think could be taken. I mean, at this point, there's still bearish divergence. You gotta respect it, but if Bitcoin can continue, I don't see why Litecoin can continue. 96.55, assuming that Bitcoin can continue the run. Okay, or not continue to run. It's not really a run, but as long as Bitcoin can continue to not dump and just either go sideways or up. Litecoin's still got some juice here, in my opinion, to 96.55. Now, if you bought Litecoin down here, as always, what do we always say, my friends?
Rant alert.
Make sure you take profits, or as Tino would say, make sure you pay yourself. Because you can't go broke taking profits, but you can go broke round tripping, my friend. All right? And I think everyone's done it before. Everyone's got it awesome, right? Guys, who here in the stream, okay, has ever bought in something at the absolute pico lows and you feel like a genius because it goes to the ups? It goes absolutely nuts to the upside, okay? And you think you're such a genius that you're going to time that exact top, okay? And you're going to sell exactly at the exact top. But what do? You don't take any profits. You hold it. And it comes down and you say, "Oh, it's just a retracement." Okay? You go to sleep. You wake up the next day. It's here. You say, "Oh, there's no way. It's the 0.5 retracement. There's no way it can go lower. This is just another retracement here. This makes perfect sense." You go on a walk or something, and it's down here. Who here has done that? I think pretty much every single person has done that here, and that's the case. So don't be afraid to take profits, guys. Anyways, Litecoin, Solana went nuts today. Solana's up. All right, we got. It was up 15% of the day. It was due, right? Solana was freaking due. I mean, you had triple built bullish divergence in the daily time frame, got absolutely hammered to the downside. I guess for Solana, you know, just to get a little more better vibes in here, we'll get a little Vitalik, Clappy, and Happy in here. All right? Vitalik, Clappy, 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 Clappy. Nice move up for Sol, though. Sol, same thing. Bullish div. I mean, at this point, I mean, it's got some room to run on the daily. I mean, there's nothing really stopping it there. The 4-hour time frame is still got some room too. I don't, same kind of deal here for Solana. You can see that Sol is at a massive resistance here on the 4-hour time frame, though, right? That's sort of the key level. I mean, if Sol can break right here, it's probably got enough juice to get all the way back up to this level here, man, right, at 1812. But it's got to be able to break this sort of neckline, where you got sort of, it was sort of a first low, you came back up, you had a deviation, right? And you guys know you love deviations. You got one low, you got two low, you broke the low, deviated, got back in. Let's call it deviation, right? So at this point, you need to break the neckline, which is here. If you do, I mean, that's got some runway, man. That's got some runway there for Sol. So we'll watch Sol. Respect resistance as it's there. But yeah, that's not too shabby for Mr. Solana. What's Bitcoin doing, by the way? 16,567. Being, I guess, still a little bit of a troll for Bitcoin at the current moment. We did close with bearish divergence, which exactly what we didn't want to do, like we said, you know, for BTC, right? You got higher highs and you got lower highs in the 4-hour time frame. So you close with that bearish divergence, man. Oh, my Lord, you closed it with it. You closed with it, man.
Basically, Bitcoin is clearly a scam. Cryptocurrency is clearly an idiot with no common sense. And scientifically speaking, according
T, how'd you know that was coming, man?
At the Bank of Canada,
You literally said crypto is basically a scam, and I played it.
Financially illiterate invest in Bitcoin.
How'd you know that was coming? Holy Lord. That was pretty impressive, buddy. The Adderall Goblin ruined crypto. Yeah, I mean, it's good that the Adderall Goblin is gone, man. You know, it's good that he's gone here. You guys see the video of SBF today? Where did I see? I think it was on Twitter. That someone posted it, but it was SBF and he was with his mom, and he was like freaking geeking out. he's on some shit. It's crazy that he's just living in an apartment, right? And people are just taking videos of him, like he's just chilling. You know what I mean? I find that absolutely craziness. Look at the daily said B money. Let's see. The daily time frame, yeah, man, you still closed below that 16.7 level. So, man, so we're still waiting on BTC to break that, obviously, but you actually got a little bit. You could argue you got some bearish div on the daily too, but you know, like I said, too early for that. Too early for the daily. Well, let's see a couple daily, at least one daily close of red below that level. All right, Ethereum. What do we got for Ethereum? Well, you're still on the big channel, okay? Just a big macro channel on the daily time frame, still above the lows, okay? So you're still above the local lows over here. So you got sort of this higher low action coming in, and you're just in one big channel, right? Support, resistance, support, resistance. Now you're back at support again. So it's sort of the same deal, right? A lot of people shorted Ethereum right here, okay? A lot of people shorted Ethereum right there. And it's my same reasoning for Bitcoin. It's like, do I think Bitcoin's bottom is in? No. I hope it is, because I hope I can wear this Santa hat for the rest of my streaming career. I hope Bitcoin never goes below 15.5 again. Do I think that's likely? No. But, you know, at least for the short term, right? The FOMC minutes, a lot of people thought they were good. The stock markets continue to go up. And I think in the short term, you know, we're kind of letting this dust settle. Same thing, my same reasoning for Bitcoin. It's like, I think they bring it up, close some of those short positions they opened, or people opened over here, right? You come up and tag the top of this channel again. And then, whoop, You probably come back down after that, most likely. Depending on what happens in December for a lot of these, for obviously the FOMC meeting and the CPI. It probably depends on a lot of on those two things. If the CPI comes in a lot lower, like if the CPI comes in a lot lower the next time, which we don't know, maybe it does, maybe it doesn't. People thought it was going to be bad last time and it was really good. If it comes in lower, that could be an awesome catalyst. If Powell comes in 50 basis points, a lot of people are already kind of expecting that, but you know, it'll be interesting to see. But I do think they bring it up, and that'll sort of, if they want to crash the markets, by the markets coming up over the short term, will be basically them setting up their shorts for that inevitable sort of move down that everyone's calling for, you know, to that 12 to 14K region for Bitcoin, and for Ethereum. It seems like everyone's calling for that $700 to $800 region back down here for Ethereum. So same type of deal. It's very simple. I mean, you have actually for Ethereum you don't have bearish divergence, but bullish divergence. But you did for Bitcoin, so I guess that's all that matters. Rise up, and then depending on the news, you either break out or sort of you inevitably come to that $700 to $800 level. You know, that everyone's calling for. What's going on, Wayne? Let's see. Let me see. See, you guys are saying, Bam Bam said, look at me, I'm special. Bam Bam, you are special, man. You Bam Bam the shit out of that button, bro. You guys Bam Bam the shit out of the like button. I don't know if you did. Listen, I don't want to wear this Santa hat, but I'm over here wearing this damn Santa hat to make you guys jolly, okay? It's a bear market. Everyone's pissed off. Let's get jolly. You guys should all get a Santa hat and wear it too. You know, John, you got a get a fatter chance to see me walking around with my balls not dragging on the ground. All right, I'm not wearing no Santa Claus hat. What do I look like? A clown like you? No, we're not clowns. All right, we're smart. Nice, man. Freaking Santa Claus hat. Who would wear that? Let's see. What if they price in first and not last? What is it? What? Bathwater said, I googled SBF video with mom, and holy shit, there's some weird pee out there. I'm not going to search that. I am not going to search that. I bet right now on some of those websites, people are making, and I'm going to make a wild guess on some of these websites. Okay, if you search in Sam Bankman-Fried, there's going to be some wild shit on some of those websites, man. You know what I mean? I don't even want to think about that, because I guess there's probably some wild shit going on. You guys know exactly what I mean too. Okay, I stay away from that shit. Okay, I haven't been on any of those websites in years, and I definitely won't be going on there now and typing in Sam Bankman-Fried. All right, more like Sam Bankman. Anyways, let's jump back into the charts here now. So it's kind of the thought process for Ethereum. Ethereum it's at a similar position as Bitcoin, right? So Ethereum broke the lows, right, which was the previous highs. For me to get excited over Ethereum is pretty similar to Bitcoin breaking above 19K. It's got to get back above these previous lows. Anything in this region is noise. If it gets back up here, hallelujah. You're probably getting a nice little run to test the trend line here again. So same kind of deal. I think, you know, we're still in that kind of not wait and see area, but you guys know what I'm saying, right? We're kind of just chilling like a villain. Envy said, Becker, we're going to dump. Becker Schmecker, man. Becker freaking Schmecker. Like I said, let me watch the video, and I'll give you my reaction to Becker's video tomorrow, okay? I don't know, but I know he's probably going to say something like this. Where's Becker? Where's Becker? And we'll look at what I want to talk about today, which is the S&P, which is cruising to the upside. But this is the huge test. And this is the title of the stream, guys, of big moment coming for the markets. I'm going to show you guys exactly why. All right, I'm going to show you guys exactly why. Exactly why. If there's any altcoins going nuts, we'll take a look at them too, my friends. But let me find Becker with a pecker. Here he is. What's going on, guys? It's Becker. Get the hell out of all markets. You guys have no idea what's coming right now. All right? There is going to be a massive crash, and I sold all of my assets. I sold all my Ethereum, all my Bitcoin. You know why? Because I buy high and I sell low. I buy high and I sell low. That's what I do. All right. Just like I bought your mom when well, it's the opposite of what I did with your mom. I bought your mom low. Why? I can get her for free, bitch. Okay. And it was freaking awesome. So I got your mom for free. I banged her up while selling my crypto on my phone. I sat there like this on my Coinbase app and sold all my crypto while your mom's riding the shit out of me. And you can hear it below. You can hear it below while you're sitting down there buying the dip, buying the dip, buying the dip. Listen, you're not going to get anywhere buying the dip, bozo. The only place that's going to get you is in the crypto abyss. Sell everything you have, every asset you have. This is going to get a lot worse before it gets better, my friends. Hold up. There we go. Why would anyone watch this channel without headphones? you can't be wrong. Anyways, let's get a little serious for a second. All right, just a little bit serious. Okay, if you want to be a little bit serious, you want to be a little serious. Here's the deal. Okay, the S&P. This is where we're coming up to that critical level, right? Bitcoin, it hasn't really been following the stock markets the last couple weeks, right? We've had a lot of drama in the crypto space, but we know typically it does. So this is important to watch. And the reason why I say this is the S&P is doing the exact same thing that it did in 2008 and 2001. So, but at the same point, we're approaching a level that could break that trend. Okay, what's the trend? Well, it's a simple downtrend of resistance here. Okay, and you might be saying that's a simple way to look at it. Well, this is on the 2-week chart, so it's a long time frame. The reason why I say that is, you notice that you just extend this out. We look back at 2008. All right, and what you'll notice is a very similar trend, right? Where you constantly just hit your head on it once, hit your head on it twice, hit your head on it 3 times. On the 4th try, that's when you got destroyed. That's when you got catapulted to the downside. And what you'll also notice, if you combine this with the 2-week MACD, you'll notice right here on May 2008, we were coming up to test, to get a possible breakout above that trend line. But what happened? You got a little bit of a fake out, and that's when you get that massive catapult down to the downside. And if you notice where we're at right now, you see the 2-week MACD about to flip back over. And we're also approaching that downtrend of resistance. So this is where I think is going to be an interesting point is this going to get rejected just like 2008? And that's going to be the point where you start to get that massive sell-off that everyone's looking for into Q1 of 2023. Or, is the general herd going to be wrong and this actually ends up breaking out to the upside? And it's not just 2008. It ain't just 2008, my friend. If you go all the way back to 2000, which is the .com bubble that everyone was watching too. Very similar structure, right? Downtrend of resistance. It was hitting your head on it, right? Constantly just hitting your head on it, hitting your head on it, blah, 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 blah. You couldn't break it out. And when you did, you were off to the races. But it was the same kind of thing here. And this is why I stress caution right now, because this could be the point where, and I really don't want you guys to if the markets continue up the next 2 weeks or so, I don't want you guys to be FOMOing into the freaking highs, man. Because, yes, would it be awesome if Bitcoin went to 17K, 18K? Yeah, but in the grand scheme of things, you're still below resistance. Would it be awesome if the S&P went up a little bit higher for another 2 weeks and tested this trend line? Yeah, but you wouldn't get anywhere. And if you were buying right here, and it did end up playing out like those last 2 times, man. That wouldn't be too great, right? That would not be too great. So, decision time. Which one will it be? Will we break it or will we not break it? Let's leave it up for the markets to debate, my friends. All right, that's what we got. That's what we got. I mean, it is, as we approach the December FOMC meeting, which is the one that everyone's been waiting for, right? Everyone was expecting a 75 basis point in November, okay? Everyone was expecting that. Now everyone's expecting it to start to curl back over. But what happens if Powell comes out and he doesn't curl it back over? What if he comes out and smacks you with another 75? What if he comes out and he does 50, but he says, listen, we might raise it back up to 75 next time if inflation continues. We got to be careful in this region, my friends. All right? We got to be careful in this region. Anyways, let me see what you guys are saying here. What's going on? What's going on? Tonight, but it happened many times. Let me see what you guys are saying in here. Jasby soon all-time highs. You guys want me to start screaming in the mic again? I can do that. I can start screaming into the mic. You want me to? Oh man, my voice. You want me to? You want me to? Wow, Jordan's voice just cracked. Everyone laugh at him in the chat. I'm gonna put a laughing emoji in there too. Jordan's voice literally just cracked. Where's the laughing emoji? Wow, what an idiot. What does he just hit puberty? What an idiot. That doesn't sound good. I don't know what's worth, that or Ethereum Classic, man. Ethereum Classic. Ethereum Classic, bro. Ethereum Classic. All right. So that's what we got. Bitcoin's still just chilling at the current moment. I guess, you know, what can we say for Bitcoin at the current moment? Well, there still ain't too much going down, right? I mean, at this point, man, I'm still looking at, right? So if you are still a believer in the 4-year cycle, right? Because, man, we just have such an interesting market right now. What's the interesting market? Well, you got people either arguing that the 4-year cycle is donezo, right? The 4-year cycle was simply a process of constant money printing, and the 4-year cycle is not going to play out anymore. Okay, you got a large majority of people starting to say that. Now, I would say that's a possibility, but I also would look at this chart and say, you know, yes, that's a possibility, but I mean, if you look at where we're at now and you sort of looked at what's happened in the past, we're exactly where we should be. Okay, and I will say this for me is as long as we continue to ride in this place that we should be, which is, you know, especially where we are now. I mean, at this point, you're sort of in that accumulation zone, right? Now, you do it at smart times. Don't do it into pumps. Make sure you're doing it into support levels and doing it at levels that you think are smart buys. Not when Bitcoin pumps 10% in a day and you're like, holy shit, I'm going to miss out. Okay, that's not the time to do it. But Bitcoin's still where it is. Now, the question is, like, do you still believe in the 4-year cycle despite the macro, right? And that's... It's going to be interesting, right? Everything's lining up for it to still play out the same way. Right? Look what Bitcoin did the whole year. It's been in a constant downtrend, exactly like the last times. So this, I mean, if you were looking at where Bitcoin bottomed in 2019, it's been 2 extra weeks now, right? So you're 2 weeks past that point. If you look at in 2014, that could still be towards the middle to end of December, right? Which kind of also lines up with like the FOMC meeting coming up at the end of December, which it's just very, very interesting how that lines up on the same day. So we'll see. I mean, you're right where you should be at the end of the day. Still shows you can go lower. So still understand where we are, right? I mean, there's still definitely a possibility you can go lower, but at the end of the day, here's where you're at. Okay, here's where you're at. So. Let's see what happens. I'm generally curious to see if the 4-year cycle. I think the 4-year cycle will continue. I do think even if the Bitcoin bottom isn't in now, I do think it'll be in. What would I say by in? I mean, I think it'll be in within the next couple of weeks if it's not already in. And at the same point, there could be a time where maybe it gets in the next couple of weeks. It gets a little like pump like 2019 or something based off like, I don't know, some shit happens. And then you sort of come back down again after some bad news. It could do something like this. You know, maybe it makes a new low at 14K, 12K or something, comes back up, you get a little rally, something good happens, I don't know. And then you get bad news again, and then it pops back down for some sort of double bottom. And then the halving comes and you sort of do something like this. This is it's similarly happened in the past. You know, will it play out again? Time will tell, my friends. Time will tell. So your Patriots winning on Thanksgiving? Dude, I don't even know who they're playing right now. But all I know is the Pats defense is legit. The Pats defense, the Pats defense is the best defense in the league.
Rant alert.
In the league. Let me pop back over here. It's 100%. Now, I'll say this. Mac Jones blows. Mac Jones is horrible. Okay? Horrible. I hope that, we're probably going to be stuck with him for this year, probably next year. But Mac Jones is horrible. But Zach Wilson is worse. So, am I cool with Mac Jones being horrible? Yes, as long as Zach Wilson's worse. I'm bullish on mashed potatoes. Guys, what is your favorite thing on Thanksgiving? All right, first of all, let me know if you like Thanksgiving food. If you don't, let me know. If you do, what's your favorite dish on Thanksgiving? Okay? My favorite dish on Thanksgiving is stuffing. Easily. Why? I love the combination of stuffing and mashed potatoes. It's a really good combination to me. What I do is I mix the stuffing and mashed potatoes and the gravy. I mix them all together like a big mumbo jumbo little bowl, and then I eat it like that. Right? I eat it like that. Ungrateful family. Let's see, dude. Y'all played Zach Wilson. We did. Bears beat the Pats in the Super Bowl. Dude, I'm gonna make a hot take, man. You guys want a hot take? Hot take for Super Bowl?
Rant alert.
Man, if the Pats offense can pick it up a little bit, you guys want a hot take for the Super Bowl? I'll give you a hot take. Super Bowl hot take. Okay? The NFC is freaking shit show right now. I'll say that. Like the Eagles, man, I'm still not sold on the Eagles, man. I'm going hot take for the Super Bowl. This is a totally biased and homer take. I'm going Pats. Niners. Pats Niners for the Super Bowl. Get at me. If you don't think it's true, get at me, man. Pats Niners right here. If I'm right, I don't know. I don't know if I'm right. There it is. Take my Super Bowl hot take. Cinnamon jello, and no. What's the over/under on Crow Super Bowl commercial? I'd bet on that. I'd say there's. I don't know. I don't think that. I think because the backlash that the FTX has gotten and stuff like that. I don't know, man. I don't know if crypto will be playing Super Bowl ads this year. You know what I mean? Because they probably look at it and go, "What's the point of playing ads right now? No one's going to be buying." You know what I mean? People should. I mean, at some point up until the Super Bowl's in February. So I mean, at that point, who knows where Bitcoin will be? But no one's gonna want to buy Bitcoin in early next year, unless Bitcoin's pumping, obviously, into next year. Nines look tough. Pats and Bucks. I'd be down for Pats and Bucks too. Pats are gonna lose tomorrow. Dude, I know you don't understand the hot take, but what wins in the playoffs, man? Defense wins in the playoffs. Defense wins in the playoffs, man. I'm going to say it again. Defense wins in the playoffs. This Pats team reminds me of the 2001 Pats.
Rant alert.
Just watch, man. All right. What else do we got going on? Someone said my daughter loves the characters. Bro, you shouldn't be like, it's like, there's some characters you shouldn't be watching, right? Earmuffs for Becker. Okay. All right, let's look at some other stuff here. So what else do we got? The DXY got crushed down to the downside again today. Especially after that Fed minutes came out, the DXY got shuluku down to the downside, down to almost 1% on the day. Now it's still above support, right? So this is the big support level on the DXY, right? Once resistance, support. Now flipping into support again. Okay. Now the deal is, can we break that? If we do, I mean, the DXY is coming down to $100. And I'm very curious to see, after breaking this trend line, it's been a hot potato for the DXY. I'm curious to see if it does, or if it ends up building like a W pattern here and starts to come back up. That's the big question, the DXY. We'll wait and see. right? There's definitely a possibility. Boop, boop, boop. W comes right back up. You know, so don't rule that out either. Excuse me, man. Holy moly. Holy guacamole, man. Let me see. Any alts? Any alts? Any alts? Any alts? No altcoins. Some altcoins had decent days. There wasn't a lot of like big gainers on the altcoins today. There was a few. Don't get me wrong. But let me see. Bitcoin. Man, I don't love the 4-hour bearish div on Bitcoin, man. I don't love it, especially at this level where Bitcoin's had a tough time breaking at the $16,700 level. I don't love getting some 4-hour bearish divergence here. And also you got sort of that sort of double top formation. M looking formation that, you know, if this does break to the downside, let's see, would put you, I mean, it would put you at an interesting level right back down at the support level back down here at 15,900. So does make a little bit of sense there, my friends. Mike, who cheese Harry? Mike, who cheese Harry? Oh my God, you made me say it, dude. Oh my, did you actually just make me say that? Rocky. Did you actually just make me say that? My coochie's hairy. I'm going to say it again. My coochie's hairy, my coochie's hairy, my coochie's hairy. Did you actually just make me say that? This is why I need to read chats before I say them. I actually just said that. Oh my Lord, dude. My coochie's hairy at this point. Yeah, mine is too. My coochie's really hairy. Right, Melissa? Melissa? Oh, I don't know where Melissa went, guys. Bitcoin hasn't done anything the last 2 weeks. I don't know where Melissa is. Where could Melissa be? Say you love me, baby. Say you love me. Say you love Clinty Daddy. I'm going to get Clint in trouble with his wife. What are you watching, Clint? What are you watching? You guys probably have a wife, a girlfriend. That's probably sometimes you're watching the stream and you're like, what the hell are you watching, man? you got to. I do have to say, you got to sometimes. You know, there's probably sometimes I embarrass the shit out of you. Like you might be watching the stream in public and it might be saying, I got to turn down the volume a little bit. The volume's got to come down just a tad here. He got us all. He got us all. Oh Lord. All right. So Bitcoin. Here we are on Bitcoin, man. I mean, we're still at that 786 retracement. I will say, you know, as far as market structure goes for Bitcoin, I mean, the lows to the highs, Bitcoin's still showing at that 786. I find it fascinating, you know, that despite all this, we're chilling at that 786. That's from the bear market lows to the first high, right? We all know that this second high, or a lot of people will agree that the second high was sort of a manufactured high. We've been saying that for a long time. If you do it from this high, you're right at that 786 retracement. If you look at total market cap, you're right at that 786 retracement. Right on top of previous all-time highs, sitting right on top of that 786 retracement. It's fascinating, right? Despite all the shit show. The total market cap's actually holding on okay. It's interesting because Bitcoin looks like shit, but then you go to total market cap and say, okay, you got a wick low, right? You could argue that. I mean, it's not anything yet, right? We got the levels we have to break, right? For total market cap, for us to get even sniff being bullish. If we even want to take a little bit of sniff of being anywhat bullish here, okay? Oh my God. Stop saying that shit in the chat. It's got to get back above the lows. All right, this support. If total market cap wants to get any bullish, it's got to get back above here and start closing weekly candles up here. Until then, nothing burger. But for now, oops, come back up here, man. Don't be playing around. There we go. Boom. For now, you could look at this as you got a few wicks below, deviation. Could you make a bullish engulfing candle on the weekly here? You could. So I'll be curious to see where we end up, man. I think right now, Like I said the other day, we're at this interesting level where a lot of people thought the bottom was in at 17.5. It didn't end up being at 17.5. You had a massive company go down. Shit show. There you go. And most people think that the next support was going to be 14K, right? Bitcoin's going to instantly dump to 14K. It hasn't so far. So you're sort of stuck in between those two levels, right? You're stuck in between, the previous big support level at about 19,000 and that next big level that everyone and their mother's calling for, right? Everyone and their mother's going,
Jordan, how do I buy some Bitcoin?
at 16K. Oh, no, sorry. Let me redo it.
Jordan, how do I buy some Bitcoin?
At 14K, right? So you got all those people. So you're stuck in between. I'm curious, man. I'm curious. And I want to go against the grain, but I also understand that I would say about 80% of people are bearish right now. I would probably say I'd say it's around that number. And normally I would say if everyone's on one side, you do the opposite. I would say if FTX wasn't a shit show, I mean, I was already looking for the low to be in at that point anyways, but if FTX didn't end up being a shit show, I would normally agree with that. I still think you still got to work through some of those kinks, man. There's still a lot of FUD and rumors going out around with Coinbase, with Grayscale, among all the other smaller companies that are still out there. There's still a lot of FUD. I will say, I'm looking forward to whenever, we're looking back at this time, right? We're looking back in 2024 at this time, and I am so excited to figure out wherever it is, this ends up being the bottom. And I bet it's not going to be a level that everyone's calling for, man. It's not. It's got to be something out of the box. I do think that. It's going to be something completely out of the box. Is it just going to go to 14K and bounce? 10K and bounce? Maybe. I'm just so curious to see where it ends up. Does it do something like this? It just catapults down to 10K and then that's the bottom, and it's just that easy, and we sort of accumulate here and we're off to the races in 2024. I don't know. Maybe it is that easy, right? If you guys were around in 2018, 2019, 2020, a lot of people were saying the same thing that they are now, right? That there's no way it's just going to be the same thing, right? No way the same thing's going to play out again, right? And everyone was saying, oh, right here, it's going to go it's going to go to 1K. And then it's never going to be able to recover again. It's just going to chill down here forever. The 4-year cycle's done. And Bitcoin just does the 4-year cycle again. And rounds out and does the 4-year cycle. So I'm interested. I'm seriously interested. Whatever happens, I assume it's going to be something along this trajectory. And I don't know. Maybe you guys are excited as I am about where we are. I mean, the good thing is, I will say this. The good thing is it's been a year since the highs. Okay? That's the good thing. And if we want to say anything else, we want to take anything else. If we want to say, but Jordan, it doesn't matter what Bitcoin does. Let's go look at the S&P. How long in the history, okay, did the S&P go down for before it found a bottom, right? How long based off history? Let's just go to the weekly chart and take a look. Let's just do a little deep dive. So let's compare it to the two most talked about bear markets of the last 30 years, okay? 2008 and 2000. How long did the S&P go down for? Well, if we take the highs to the lows, the S&P right here went down for 73 weeks, okay? 73 weeks. So we got that number, 73 weeks. Bada bing, bada boom. So you're looking at about a year and, let's see, a year. Let me do the math here. A year and about, 4 months, give or take. Okay? A year and 4 months so far this time. It's been, and we're just doing some simple math here. We're not doing anything crazy, but from the highs to the lows, it's been about 47 weeks. Okay? So, could the S&P based off against 2008 go down for another 5-6 months? I mean, yeah, but I mean that's like April. You know, like it's not that far away. We also let's look at 2000, which most people compare this to 2000, the dot-com bubble. Let's take the highs right here to the lows. I mean, you could argue the semantics of where the low was. I would argue that this first low, what was the major capitulation? That was the end. That was 99 weeks, which is, yeah, let's call it 2 years. Okay, so if it was like this one, you would see a whole nother year of downtrend. I would argue that, you know, that I don't think you see a whole nother year of downtrend. I don't think you do that. If you do, I mean, we'll see. We'll see. To me, I think we're more of, if we're going to go down lower, I think we're more of in this stage, right? In this stage or in this stage right here. And that's what we talked about earlier, that it's such a big moment for the stock markets, because we are testing that downtrend of resistance just like 2000, 2008. I would argue we're here or here. We're sort of just hugging that downtrend of resistance. And this will be the moment where we're either done with this shit or we're going to get that big flush out into Q1, in my personal opinion. But hey, it'll be interesting to see. But hey, could be looking at another, if it's going to be like those, you know, another 5 months to a year. And are you okay with that? That's the question. This bear market's just getting started. But then, guys, I don't want to like crush your dreams. Like that's if it's like 2008 and 2000. Like that's if it's like horrible. That's like, it's like Armageddon, which those two times were, you know? There's obviously still a high chance that it's not like that. So that's like if it ends up being like Armageddon out in this bitch, you know? You guys are all sitting at the chart going,
This isn't George. I came here for hopium. We're talking another 12 months of bear market? Christ, I can't go through that.
what the? Jordan, you're supposed to give us hopium. Now I'm scared. I just FOMO'd into the Bitcoin, but I cannot go through another 12 months of bear market. I am out. I am selling. You're spreading FUD. I can't take this anymore. I'm going to eat some chicken parmesan because I am Italian. No, I was just looking at me like I'm crazy. Oh, man. Jordan doom streaming. We're out here doom streaming, man. Let's see what you guys are saying in the chat. Talking uncertainties is never good. Facts. We're just looking at possibilities. I think if anyone tells you anything uncertainty, it's probably not going to happen. I think you always got to play every market, whether you're trading, whether you're investing, you got to play it with possibilities, man. Because you could be so confident and so bullish, and it could go against that. Like, you can be genuinely bullish. You can see a billion different things, and it could just not play out. And for the same point, you could be so bearish, man. So bearish, this. And then your whole freaking synopsis gets flipped because some news comes out and it just completely kills your whole narrative. You got to be okay with either scenario, okay? You just got to be okay with it. Some people say crypto is life for them. Life is over. God, life is over for you guys. It's over. Oh, man. Unfortunately, it's that time where crypto is dead and crypto bros are dead. It's that time in the cycle, unfortunately. But if history is any indication, okay, if we get through this bear market unscathed, if history is any indication, the bulls get the last laugh. They do. They get the last laugh. But right now, I would argue be neutral. Be neutral. Don't be a bull or a bear at this point, right? I would argue be very, very neutral at this point. Hopium and copium. Let's see. LTC coming out from the ashes. LTC coming out from the ashes. Is it still pumping? No, LTC is coming down a little bit. It hit that big point, right? Almost to the T, about 84 bucks. Almost to the T, to the absolute T. Guys, tomorrow I'm gonna stream. I'm gonna stream early tomorrow, just so you guys know. It is Thanksgiving, so Thanksgiving nights we got shit to do. So I'll be streaming. I'll be streaming in the morning for sure in the morning. Abso-freaking-lutely. And hopefully, like if you look, I mean, Bitcoin's does it correct overnight? Maybe, but I mean, if you look at some of these futures over here in the stock markets, I mean, those are continuing up here pretty nicely, right? If you look at the S&P, that one's continuing up nicely. The NASDAQ, that one's continuing up nicely. So hopefully that brings up crypto with it tomorrow. Is for short-term moves. So those aren't looking too shabby, my friends. More turkey sounds. I can't do it. It's like gobble, 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 gobble. Oh, man. It's crazy. Gobble, gobble, gobble. Let's take the houses back. SBF guy bought in Bahamas. Let's go. Let's go to Bahamas. Who wants to go to Bahamas? I'm surprised no one's gone to the Bahamas. Honestly, at this point, I'm shocked. I'm surprised. All right, people have videos of SBF, so they know the general vicinity of where he is, and they know the building that he's in. Okay, there's a video of him in the building. I'm surprised no one's gone to the Bahamas and just taken the guy out. You know, I'm shocked. You told me there's not that one crazy guy who lost a shitload of money in FTX who said, fuck it, and went down there. And listen, I'm shocked. Because it's like, he's not like hiding, you know, he's like running around. You guys see that video of him running around? He's like running around like a little squirrel. He's such a weird little runner. He's like, I don't even know. He's one of the most unathletic people I've ever seen run. Let me see. Wayne, later, man. Have a good night, bud. Let me see what you guys are saying in the chat here. John West came in with the super sticker. B Money. I'm not reading that, B Money. I'm not. I want to read it, but Blank likes Big Pickles. Overcome said, was there institutional buying before FTX fall? I mean, I would say this. I mean, for the price to stay at, that there had to have been big money buying here for, I mean, because there was times that the stock market was getting crushed, but Bitcoin was holding the lows, man. You know, there was times where the stock market was making new lows, Bitcoin was holding. There had to have been big money buying here to hold this up, you know, before the FTX stuff. You know what I mean? There had to be. And I'm actually genuinely shocked that, you know, after the Luna crash, right, Bitcoin at the current moment is only down like 6% below that wick from the Luna crash. I'm actually generally shocked at that point. That despite, it's probably not over at this point, guys. I think we all know this, but despite that horrible news and a bunch of celebrities getting wrecked and Kevin O'Leary coming out, and I don't know, people calling out Kevin O'Leary now. That Bitcoin is still sitting here at 16.5, despite all that shit. You know, despite all the shit, the shit-talky mushrooms. This year's Super Bowl commercials, Brady chasing down SPF down the street. You know, Tom Brady had the worst year ever, my man. Tom Brady got divorced. Him and his ex-wife, so his ex-wife was going to bitch about it now. Him and his ex-wife had a significant portion of their net worth in FTX, which they can't get back now. Who knows if there's some conspiracy behind that? Who knows? You know, and his team kind of sucks this year, you know, and the whole reason that, you know, I mean, there's obviously underlying problems. But a lot of the big reason why he got divorced is because he wanted to play football and his wife didn't want him to. And he's doing it, and his team sucks this year anyways. You can't make this shit up. His life is horrible this year, man. But he's still Tom Brady, and he's still rich. So I guess you take that for whatever it is. And he has to deal with his ex-wife bitching because most of the money was invested in FTX. So there you go. Let me see. BitBoy losing his shit on every stream lately. Yeah, he's definitely gonna go nuts. He's gonna chill. He's gonna chill out too. He's gonna worry about his safety a little bit, man. He's going after people that are have a lot of money. And if you know people have a lot of money in this world, I shouldn't say you don't go after those people, but you don't go after multiple of them. Because, right? It's different when you go after one, but when you, I don't know. It is what it is, man. Antonio Brown's banging his wife? Probably, man. Let's see. Let's frickin' see. Let's see. And yeah, he's being sued for promoting SPX, which I think is dumb. I mean, listen. If you promote something and a company goes under, yeah, I mean that sucks. But I don't think you shouldn't be sued for that, man. I mean, it's like that's ridiculous. You know what I mean? Like that's like saying I told my friggin' brother to buy a pair of socks, and then I wore them for a long time, and then the pair of socks ends up having a toxin in it that kills you 10 years later, but you didn't know. You know what I mean? Like that. It's ridiculous in my opinion. It is what it is. It's that law that lawsuit will not hold up in the court of law. That's dumb. It's so dumb. Let me see. How ugly is SBF? SBF is an ugly freaking bastard. But that's by his choice. I think if he cleaned up a little bit, lost a little weight, I think he would be fine. But like he's got the craziest hair I've ever seen. He's literally got the craziest hair I've ever sseen. It's just going nuts. He doesn't keep it orderly at all. And I mean, I see his kind of he's got those like man tits that like have the indent in them. You guys know, like there's normal man tits, okay? And then there's like the man tits where like they sag down and the nipple like touches, and like the nipple goes all the way down and touches like the opposite. You guys know what I mean? Like if this was the nipple, right? And this was like the stomach, like the nipple comes all the way down and touches the stomach. He's got like one of those man tits going on. And he wears the same FTX shirt every single day, which is, I mean, it's cool. I mean, I wear t-shirts every single day too. But like, he's definitely a weird looking bastard. Weird analogy, but it works. Thank you. Let's see. My brother told me to buy Safe Moon. I asked him if he was smoking. God, man. Safe Moon. What's Safe Moon doing these days? Let's see. I always like to look at Safe Moon. Safe Moon. Someday Safe Moon will bounce back up. No. Let's see Safe Moon. Look at Safe Moon, man. It's actually building a pretty strong base. No, it's actually down significantly from the June lows. But, man. Safe Moon. Remember, dude, I remember arguing with people telling me I'm a dumbass. Like, people were like, dude, Safe Moon's going to the moon, man. You don't even know what you're talking about, bro. Safe Moon. I should have known. I should have known, man. Safe Moon. Oh, man. It was Safe Moon, dude. Like, Doge is one thing, right? Elon was pushing it. It was a cool little meme, right? Shiba, okay. Dogcoin, cool little meme. Safe Moon should have been the sign. Oh, my God, man. Well, like back on my old job, I mean, I had coworkers say, we talk crypto sometimes, and they're like, dude, I bought some Safe Moon, man. They're coming out with their own wallet. And I'm like, dude. You live and you learn. You live and you learn, I guess. It's mooning and it's safe. True. Let's see. What's your thoughts on the iShow speed thing? I saw that somewhere too. But he's a streamer or something like that, right? Not crypto streamer, but he's a streamer. Look at that wick it had in October. Yeah, this thing went nuts in October. 0.0007. You know people bought right here too. You know people bought this wick. You know they did. That's okay. We've all done it before. We've all done it, dude. We've all freaking done it, my guys. All right. Well, here's where we're kind of at. I guess we could chill out for a little bit longer and chill. I am getting kind of hungry though. I'm getting kind of hungry. I'm gonna have a feast for dinner tonight. An absolute feast. Why? Because I fasted. I fasted all the way till about 2:30 today. Okay? I did. And I was proud of myself. And then I got some halal food. And I'm going to feast for that second meal again. I'm going to make some steak. Okay? I'm going to make some chicken, some veggies, and go absolutely nut burgers on that food, man. You have no idea what's coming to the food. What are you guys eating for dinner tonight? Bear market talks. Bear market talks. We got the Santa Claus hat on. Everything in between, guys. Everything in between. Look at Bitcoin. It's just chilling. Like a villain right there. 16,527. It's been chilling there for like the last 20 minutes. Let's see. Chicken wings. Buy ETH. Why buy ETH? Any white beard filters? Let me see. White beard. You guys want to see me look like Santa Claus? White beard. Let's see. How am I feeling with this new way of eating? I like it. You know why? Because I get to 2:30 and I feel it's weird, right? I'm hungry, but I feel good, right? I feel slim. And also at the same point, I feel more energized. It's weird. It's almost like that's what we're supposed to do, right? Because based off biology, based off back in the days, listen, most people only ate once a day, right? You only ate when you caught an animal. You only ate when you found a berry bush, okay? You didn't eat that often. So we eat 3 meals a day now because that's what we're told to do. But back in the days, I actually think our body's only meant to eat once per day, in my opinion. And it makes sense. Like people say when they fast, and it's a common study, that when you fast, you actually have more energy, and you have a clearer mind, which makes sense. It does when you think about it, because you're not getting all that shit that's in food nowadays in your body. Let me see. Smoked chicken and brisket. Nice. Oh, let me find the Santa Claus beard. Oh, here we go. Oh, no, it's not a good one. Santa beard. Here we go. Ah, they put this weird snow underneath. Yo! What the heck is this one? Santa? Hey! There we go. Don't eat after sunset. You tap into those super Ebener cells. Metal Gear said I fasted and had less energy. But you get the key with fasting is when you do eat, you gotta eat good food, right? You can't fast and then eat a cheeseburger, right? You gotta, if you're gonna fast, you need to get all those vitamins and what your body needs in that meal. If you're gonna do 1 meal a day, okay? I do 2. Well, I'm doing 2, but you got to make sure you get all those vitamins and minerals, right? So you got to be eating vegetables, proteins, fats, all in that meal. Because if you only eat 1 meal a day and you have, I don't know, ice cream or pizza, you're going to feel weaker because your body doesn't have any energy because you didn't give it any energy. You gave it calories, but you didn't give it what it needs to live, if that makes sense. I don't even know why we're talking about this today. Halal food is great, though. Halal food is great. Maj put me on halal food, and now I'm obsessed with it. It's ridiculous. I walked today. Most people would say this is crazy. It's actually not that crazy, but I walked from the gym to that, which was like I would say maybe not a 30-minute walk. I would probably say it's pretty close. Probably a 30-minute walk, and then back here, which is probably another 10, 15 minutes. Just to get that. Just to get that. Some people say, you're crazy. You walked like 45 minutes just to get food? I did. And it was fantastic. And I would do it again if I had a choice. Halal guys? Halal guys is overrated. Halal guys, completely overrated. If you guys are ever in New York, you want the best halal food? Adele's. Adele's famous. We're actually going to get it tomorrow. We got to get Adele's. Adele's is legit. It's really good. It's really good. If you guys love like a big girthy halal food dinner with really good white sauce and red sauce, and really it's just so juicy and it's soaked in just juice, and if you like that, you got to go there. You got to go. You guys don't give a shit. John said, I suggest people should start DCAing into their positions, not financial advice. Nice, dude. The Knock Life said, Journal, can you do a Camirand rant on the Litecoin monthly chart and draw out the giant multi-year M pattern? Sure. Let's do it. Absolutely, the Knock Life. Listen, like I'm excited for Litecoin going up, but listen, like every altcoin in this bear market has had a point where it's outpacing the rest of the market, and it doesn't matter at the end of the day. Hold on, let me look at this. Let me bring up Camirand. Listen, guys, I know Litecoin's going up right now. Let's take a look at the Litecoin chart, okay? It's going to piss all the Litecoiners off. Look at the Litecoin chart. Yeah, on the daily it looks good. On the daily it looks good. And if you go to the Bitcoin Litecoin chart, Litecoin BTC chart, you'll say, look at Litecoin BTC. It's going to the moon. It's going to the absolute moon. This actually does look pretty good. I can't even really troll. This actually does look pretty good. But let's continue the rant anyways. Let's go to the monthly. Look at actually the monthly looks pretty good too. I can't even rant about this. It actually looks pretty good. I really can't. Let's go back to just the Litecoin chart on the monthly. So the Litecoin chart monthly time frame M pattern. Well, I don't know. I know you want me to be carrying a rant about this. I actually don't think Litecoin looks that bad. I actually don't. I think this one, and you guys know me, like I will take any chance of coming after Litecoin. But this one, I don't know. I don't think this is an M pattern, man. I don't. So this ain't an M pattern. This is not an M pattern. That's what I got for you. I don't know. I kind of like Litecoin chart, and then maybe that's kind of interesting stuff. Nobody cares about wrapped BTC. We talked about Litecoin earlier though. Like Litecoin's cool. It's good. It's had its little run. It kind of reminds me of the little Dogecoin move that was earlier this year, or a couple months ago, where it's outpacing the rest of the market. But now it's came up to the big resistance point, right? So don't be getting ahead of yourself on Litecoin. It's gonna follow the rest of the market, but Litecoin, nice move. I could see it coming up to $99 though, if Bitcoin wants to continue up though, for sure. Yeah, it kind of smells a little smoky.
It smells like, that's what I thought that the oven was on.
Yeah. Smells a little smoky in here, guys. A little smoky. Halal. How you gonna throw up in halal food, dude? Savvy likes Litecoin. He's always right. Savvy does like Litecoin. That's true. That's very, very true. Come on, BTC. Give it to him. Give it to him, boy. BTC is stalling right here, guys. All right. I'm going to call it a stream here, guys. We're live for a good hour and a half. Solid stream today. Not really much going on during the stream. We got a nice little pump up to like, you know, what did we get a pump up to? Like 16,664. That was exciting for like the 2 seconds it pumped up. But I'll be back in the morning. I'm just streaming in the morning tomorrow. Man, what time should I stream tomorrow morning, guys? You let me know. Let me know. Let me put this down here. What time should I stream in the morning tomorrow? I'm sure it's Thanksgiving, so we're gonna do something during the nighttime, but I want to stream during tomorrow on Thanksgiving. What time should I stream in the morning, guys? You let me know in the chat right now. You let me know. And I'll see the most most commented time. Okay. And I usually did like 9:45. A lot of you guys probably have plans for tomorrow, I'm guessing. You know, a lot of you guys have plans tomorrow. I'm hoping you guys got plans. I'm hoping you guys will spend time with your family, man. Spend time with your family. I know a lot of us don't like our family. Listen, I have family members I don't like. I have family members that I probably shouldn't say this, but I'm not going to say that. I have family members I don't really like, okay? But they're still your family, okay? So I'm still going to go see them. So go spend time with your family, man. Holy moly. 10? 9? Usual time? All right. We'll do we'll do normal time. We'll do 9:45. All right? 9:45 a.m. I'll catch you guys in the morning. All right? Adios. See if the stock markets can bring up Bitcoin tomorrow. See if the DXY keeps going down. That's what we want to see. All right? Merry Christmas. We haven't broken the lows yet. I hope I can keep this hat on for the rest of eternity. I will deadass wear this hat every single day until we break the low. Okay? So, later, my guys. Peace out. And make sure you go spend some time with family. Don't be weird. Don't be weird. Later. Peace. I gotta wait for this to load. There we go. Adios.